Hollywood fame often comes at a hidden cost: plastic surgery gone wrong. Some stars, once praised for their natural looks, are now nearly unrecognizable after extreme cosmetic procedures. From frozen faces to overdone lips, these shocking transformations have left fans in disbelief. In today's video, we reveal the most surprising celebrity makeovers that didn't go as planned. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping stories. Jessica Alves. Jessica Alves, formerly Rodrigo Alves, is a Brazilian-British television personality known for her extensive and highly visible cosmetic transformation. Born in Sao Paulo, Brazil in 1983 to a Brazilian mother and a British father, Jessica showed signs of her true gender identity from a young age. She gravitated toward traditionally feminine toys and clothing, often expressing herself in ways that didn't align with the gender she was assigned at birth. During her teenage years, Jessica experienced hormonal imbalances that caused high estrogen levels and early breast development. Combined with her unique personality, these differences led to bullying and emotional struggles. However, they also strengthened her desire to live authentically. Over the years, Jessica has undergone more than 100 cosmetic procedures, spending over $650,000 by 2018. Among these were multiple nose surgeries that resulted in the loss of her sense of smell. But her transformation wasn't just about physical appearance, it reflected her deep commitment to aligning her body with her inner identity. Jessica's journey has sparked both controversy and admiration. While some criticize the extent of her surgeries, others see her story as one of courage and self-empowerment. She challenges conventional ideas of gender beauty and self-expression in a society that often judges those who don't fit the mold. Despite facing public scrutiny and medical complications, Jessica continues to live boldly and openly. Her story is a powerful reminder that living as your true self, no matter the cost, takes strength, resilience, and an unshakable belief in your identity. April Michelle Brown. April Michelle Brown's journey toward beauty turned into a harrowing fight for survival. What began as a desire to enhance her appearance ended in tragedy when she received buttock injections from an unlicensed practitioner. Unaware of the danger, April was injected with industrial-grade silicone, similar to material used in construction, which caused massive tissue damage and a deadly infection. The result? The amputation of both her arms and legs. April endured 27 surgeries in her battle to survive. Her pain was unimaginable both physically and emotionally, but she refused to give in to despair. Instead, she embraced her new reality with strength, using prosthetic limbs and learning to navigate life on her own terms. Her story is a powerful warning about the dangers of unregulated cosmetic procedures. The promise of fast, cheap beauty often hides life-threatening risks. April's experience makes it painfully clear: trusting unqualified individuals with your body can have devastating, irreversible consequences. Yet beyond the tragedy, April's story is also one of remarkable resilience. She became a symbol of strength, showing that even in the face of unimaginable loss, the human spirit can rise. She reminds us that beauty should never come at the cost of safety, and that informed, cautious choices are essential when it comes to our bodies. April. Michelle Brown stands as both a cautionary tale and an inspiring example of courage, teaching us the true meaning of survival strength and self-respect. Addiction can take many forms, and for Hang Myoku, it was a destructive obsession with plastic surgery. Once a promising model and singer, she began pursuing cosmetic procedures at 28, hoping to achieve smoother, more youthful skin. What started as a desire for self-improvement quickly spiraled into a compulsive addiction that left her deeply scarred both physically and emotionally. Her journey took her from South Korea to Japan, where she underwent numerous surgeries to transform her appearance. However, as her obsession intensified, doctors refused to continue operating, warning her of the dangers. When she returned home, her transformation was so drastic that even her parents struggled to recognize her. Although she initially sought psychiatric help, she abandoned therapy and searched for surgeons willing to continue. In desperation, Hang found a doctor who gave her silicone injections and even provided the tools for self-injection. When medical-grade silicone ran out, she began injecting cooking oil into her face, resulting in severe swelling, scarring, and disfigurement that made her almost unrecognizable. Her tragic story gained widespread media attention in South Korea, drawing both shock and sympathy. Donations allowed her to undergo corrective surgeries, and after more than 10 reconstructive operations, surgeons were able to remove some foreign materials and reduce the size of her face. However, the damage was irreversible. Now in her early 60s, Hang lives quietly, working at a second-hand clothing shop and relying on government support. Despite everything, she continues to hope for a restoration close to her original appearance. Her story serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked cosmetic surgery addiction, the risks of obsession, and the human cost behind the pursuit of impossible beauty ideals. Pete Burns, lead singer of the British band Dead or Alive, is famous for the 1980s hit You Spin Me Round Like a Record, and for his striking, ever-changing appearance shaped by an intense obsession with plastic surgery. What started as a simple nose job to fix a break soon turned into a lifelong cycle of nearly 300 surgeries and corrective procedures. Unlike most people who face recovery from one operation, Burns endured countless surgeries, often to fix complications or results that didn't meet his expectations. His dramatically altered face became a symbol of both individuality and the risks of obsession with physical perfection. Burns was open about his choices, explaining that his transformation was not just about vanity. For him, plastic surgery was a way to express his true self and refuse to blend in with the ordinary. Despite repeated warnings from doctors about the dangers and toll on his health, he continued chasing an elusive ideal of perfection. The obsession consumed nearly all of his fortune and took a significant toll on his health, but Burns never expressed regret. He viewed his changing appearance as part of his artistry, a vital extension of his music and self-expression. His boldness and defiance in the face of public scrutiny made him a cult icon admired for his unique identity and fearless attitude. Pete Burns passed away from natural causes in 2016 at age 57. His life was marked by controversy, creativity, and constant reinvention. Today, his story stands as both a warning and a powerful example of how far people will go to create the image they see of themselves, no matter the cost. Carol Bryan, a devastating lesson in cosmetic caution. Carol Bryan's experience with cosmetic enhancement turned into a heartbreaking cautionary tale. In 2009, at the age of 47, she decided to undergo facial filler injections to refresh her appearance and restore a more youthful look. Unfortunately, the procedure went terribly wrong when doctors injected a combination of substances, including silicone, into her forehead and cheeks. What was meant to be a subtle rejuvenation resulted in severe swelling and disfigurement. Carol's face became painfully distorted, and despite numerous efforts to reverse the damage, her condition only worsened. The emotional toll was immense. She became reclusive, isolating herself from the world and allowing only her daughter to see her. At her lowest point, she even considered ending her life. In 2013, Carol underwent major reconstructive surgery in hopes of restoring her face. While the surgery was a partial success, it left her permanently blind in one eye due to damage to her optic nerve. She later endured additional procedures, including skin grafts and facial implants, to further repair the physical damage. However, the emotional scars run deep and continue to affect her to this day. Now in her late 50s, Carol has chosen to speak out about her ordeal, using her story to raise awareness about the potential dangers of cosmetic procedures. She advocates for careful research, proper medical oversight, and full understanding of risks before undergoing any elective treatments. Carol's story is a powerful and sobering reminder that cosmetic enhancements, while often marketed as quick fixes, can come with life-altering consequences. Her courage in sharing her experience helps educate others, urging them to prioritize safety, ask questions, and never take such procedures lightly. Donatella Versace, a fashion icon of bold confidence. Donatella Versace, the powerful woman behind the legendary Versace fashion brand, is known not only for leading the fashion empire, but also for her daring and unique personal style. Her journey through cosmetic enhancements has captured public attention for decades. From a young age, Donatella showed a passion for transformation and reinvention. At just 11 years old, influenced by her brother Gianni Versace, she began lightening her hair, a simple act that marked the start of a lifelong commitment to renewing her look and expressing her individuality. Over the years, Donatella's appearance changed significantly through cosmetic procedures like Botox fillers and laser treatments. These changes helped create a distinctive and instantly recognizable image worldwide. Despite facing plenty of criticism and comments about her appearance, Donatella has always stood firm and confident in her choices. In an interview with Love magazine, she openly rejected the idea that natural beauty is always superior. Instead, Donatella champions self-expression and personal creativity above society's strict beauty standards. To her, true beauty lies in confidence and ongoing creativity, not in conforming to rigid norms or expectations. Donatella's image is not only a symbol of boldness in fashion, but also reflects the spirit of innovation and fearless experimentation that defines the Versace brand. She stands as living proof that real beauty comes from courageously embracing yourself and expressing your unique style without limits. Dennis Avner, better known as Stalking Cat, remains one of the most extraordinary examples of body modification in modern history. A Navy veteran and computer technician from Michigan, Avner's transformation was deeply inspired by his Native American roots. At 23, after receiving spiritual guidance from a tribal elder, he made the life-altering decision to live as a human-tiger hybrid. His transformation began with tattoos, but soon expanded into over 14 surgical procedures. These included facial surgeries like rhinoplasty, ear reshaping, subdermal implants to create feline contours, and even the addition of a mechanical tail. Working closely with body modification artist Steve Howarth, Avner fully committed to this unique identity. Though his appearance was striking, Avner lived a relatively private life and continued to work in the tech industry. He gained national attention through appearances on shows such as Larry King Live and Ripley's Believe It or Not, where viewers were fascinated by his dedication. In 2008, he earned a Guinness World Record for the most permanent body modifications to resemble an animal. Avner's story goes beyond physical transformation. It's about spiritual identity and self-expression. His journey reflected a deep personal connection to the tiger rooted in cultural belief rather than mere shock value. Jocelyn Wildenstein, often referred to as Catwoman, has been a figure of intrigue and controversy for many years due to her highly distinctive feline-like appearance. This look has made her a recognizable and unforgettable personality in popular culture. Jocelyn herself claims that her unique facial features are mostly the result of genetics and not cosmetic surgery. However, many observers, including medical experts and the general public, remain skeptical of this explanation. Over time, Jocelyn's face has undergone dramatic changes that suggest she has undergone numerous and extensive surgical procedures. These transformations have led to widespread speculation that she has embraced a form of extreme cosmetic surgery. Her appearance raises important questions about the boundaries of beauty and the lengths some individuals go to in pursuit of self-expression. The debate surrounding Jocelyn Wildenstein highlights broader societal issues such as the obsession with youth beauty and self-reinvention. In a world where cosmetic enhancements are increasingly accessible, her case stands as both a symbol and a warning. It challenges conventional ideas of what beauty should look like and forces us to consider how much alteration is too much. Some see Jocelyn's transformation as a bold statement of personal identity and artistic expression, while others view it as a cautionary example of surgical excess with potentially damaging consequences. Regardless of perspective, her story is a powerful reminder of the complex relationship between cosmetic surgery, individuality, and society's evolving standards of beauty. Jocelyn Wildenstein continues to captivate the public's imagination because she defies easy categorization. She occupies a space where art, identity, and beauty collide, pushing the limits of what is socially accepted. Her journey provokes important discussions about how we define ourselves and how far we are willing to go to shape our appearance. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new video. See you in the next one.